This is Hello Glass with a glass artist to interview. Let's get started. What is your name and are you a glass artist?
My name's Julian Lievano, and yes, I work with glass.
How long have you been making glass and do you consider yourself a master?
I've been working with it for about 15 years, and no, I think there's a long way to go before I'd say that I have mastery. When you look at people who've been doing it 40, 50 years and the amazing, ease and grace that they bring to the craft and art, I hope to be like that someday.
Favorite style or type of glass to create with?
I really enjoy working with the dynamic colors, like the, striking silver type things, because it's so, unpredictable but still controllable that you get. So I really like abstract colors and, hollow forms and stuff, simple, elegant forms.
What state do you call home for your glass shop?
It has been Minnesota for a long time, although at this point, I wouldn't really say anything other than maybe a state of anarchy, like.
Do you own or work for a glass brand or use an art name?
Nope, I just go under my own name, Julian Lievano.
Do you make your living solely off glass working?
Not entirely, no. I also do a bit of computer work, like web development, and have a couple other businesses which I've done here and there. But primarily, the entire time I've been involved with glass, I have been solely a glass blower.
If you could make glass with anyone living, who would that person be?
Well, Does that mean people who already actually work with glass, or could I just nominate people who aren't even glass artists at all and say I want to blow glass with Bill Murray?
Anyone.
Okay, yeah, I'd say like Bill Murray. I think he'd be really creative. Like Obama, can make him throw down. Refresh his mind about the the whole medical scene and stuff like that. Once he gets down to the studio, starts pulling tubes and stuff, breaks a sweat. I think it might change the course of American history. I know Tony likes him a lot too.
Good. What style or technique of glass is the hardest for you to make?
Really anything representational. I'm drawn towards just forms and abstraction and stuff like that. So sculpture, and stuff like that. Really just isn't my cup of tea, although I really admire it, and when I try it, it turns out well. But
Name two people that taught or influenced your glass skills.
sure. I would say that Robert Mickelson has been greatly influential. The first real class that I ever took was with him back in 2000, and he really opened my eyes to just the whole broad world of glass and what's out there in the whole world and everything, as far as all the different artists across the world and the schools and stuff like that. And then let's see, geez, I have to choose another. I'd say also Shane Farrow. I really appreciate his calm style, and also the stuff he does with soft glass. I think is pretty inspiring.
Is there any style or technique of glass that you would or will learn in the future?
Yes.
Would you like to elaborate?
Well, there's pretty much everything out there, and I'd like to continue exploring all the different techniques and styles and stuff like that. Currently I've done a little bit to a fair bit of just about everything, and I'd like to do more casting and engraving and etching and fusing, and there's still millions of things to do with flame working, and then as far as hot shop work, and then where all of these come together too, is where it's interesting.
Name two glass artists that impress you.
Well, two glass artists that impress me out of 20,000. Again, I really like Shane. I consider him a true artist, and I really liked his style, Shane Farrow. And geez,
Yeah, we got that. I'm probably stay with Chad G
This is
for.
probably one of the questions
Oh,
that I could have thought about for a while first. Like, so, and I'm going to go to the next question.
Cool, gotcha. What styles or techniques in glass amazed you when you first saw them?
Well, I guess like the first time I ever saw like dichroic glass, I was just like, well, what is this? You know, it was so sparkly and so so interesting in the way it looked like strange little like acrylic things even, just like weird plastic, but it was really glass, and I just didn't really understand what it was all about. And I'm not really like huge on dichro, but that certainly struck me as with the fascination of the whole like potential of glass. And I really like things as far as like carving and working glass like a stone.
Worst injury you ever got from making glass art?
Well, the funny thing is really I've hurt myself more like cooking than blowing glass, like, just like, a hot skillet or like touching an oven or something like that. And really, I mean, I've gotten like minor burns and pokes and some cuts and stuff like that. Really worse from like setting up sheet metal and stuff for my ventilation than ever from the glass itself. So, just pretty minor, thankfully.
What do you wish to accomplish in the glass industry?
Well, I'd like to continue spreading awareness of all facets of the, of the potential of glass and all of the, techniques and resources that I'm aware of. Just sharing them with people as much as possible to try to, help people achieve what they want too, and help the glass world grow. I've been in this for a while, and I've managed to like gather a fair bit of like resources and whatnot in my head, and there's a lot of people out there looking for stuff like that, and I like to help them achieve that.
How does a glass fan get to see or buy your work?
Well, I've done a fair bit of different sort of like sales tactics over the years, mainly like wholesaling through stores, and then I was retailing a fair bit online here and there, and I've also done some shows like beach shows and stuff like that. At this point, I don't really have any set outlets because I took a break for a while and came back and did the whole glass thing last year, and I'm still kind of like just feeling out like what I want to make and where and whom I want to sell it to and how. So I guess you run into me in some like random state and get your kids to trade me hats.
You have 3 minutes to say to the world what you want. Go for it.
Sure. Well, I'm proud to be a member of this glass community. I think it's a really amazing culture, and it's really awesome how you can travel all over the country or even all over the world and experience like the camaraderie of like shared interests and shared beliefs, and there's all sorts of people into this thing, but we all meld really well together, and just like to congratulate everyone that's a part of that, and I'm looking forward to the future.
Cool. This was a Hello Glass Real Glass Artist interview. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.